Exciting one today. I get to show you guys all of my new products. Going to apply some to the green, get some colour back in here, some nutrients back in here during the winter time, which is exciting. So let's get straight into it. So last week I showed you guys this area. The green's actually really in need of a feed now since we haven't got any more fert out. A little bit of the scarring starting to show up again on the green. As you can see, looking a little bit nasty. So we're gonna give this a mow in a minute and get some liquids out to try and get this thing popping again because we're not having frost yet. But how insane is the ryegrass looking at the moment? That Dominate fertilizer has really kicked in. Now we put some seed down last week. Not sure if you guys saw that. If you did, let's see how it's looking. We've had like, how many days of rain have we had? 1, 2, 3, like 4 days, 6, nearly even 5 days of rain. It was a little bit dry for one day and then it's come back in again. We've got germination, which is great for this time of year when it's a little bit cooler. You can see a little bit of seed popping up here. Lots of little seeds popping up throughout all of this. Now this time of year it does take longer. I would expect 7 to 10 days with ryegrass. Heaps of little mini seed popping up down here, which I'm not sure you guys can see. And same throughout here, lots and lots of seeds. So it's only just germinated just because the soil temps are a little bit cooler. But that is great to see. But the colour of that ryegrass, just to show you in contrast, right? I know that's patchy, but look at it compared to the tiff-tuff over there, which is starting to go into dormancy because of winter time. So we need to go get some pigment out on the tiff-tuff next week, some pure colour to help retain a little bit of colour in there. We'll get some iron out too because we can bump up the colour a little bit while there's still colour in there. But the ryegrass, bro, it looks so good. Oh, lots of little seed down here. Yes, good sign. Lots of it popping up. And good to see the ducks really haven't been turning on here lately. Anyway, let's get a mow on. Let's get our fert out. I'm excited. So 4 mil cut again today. Still not squeezing it down because we need to get this thing healthy. Still that scarring there from the disease. Once we cut it, it'll be pretty non-visible. We need to get some nutrients in here, as I said. And as I said, I'll keep doing this every 3 to 4 weeks throughout winter. First year I had this green, I did that, and it was shining the whole winter long. Last year I didn't do that so much. Yeah, it struggled a bit more, so let's go. So mow all done. Honestly, I think I need to bring this back down to at least 3.5 mil. It's just looking furry. It's looking overgrown even after a mow, so I think we need to squeeze it down a little bit. But first we'll wait another week, get our liquids out today, and get it looking a little bit better. But it is definitely coming back from what it was at. It is looking so much better. It's just a colour thing now, really, to get colour back in here, but there's a lot more lushness in the leaf. Just need to get some iron in here, a bit of pigment, a little bit of my new Balance fertilizer. So let's go try them out. Show them to you, I'm excited about it. Oh, that box is heavier than I thought, bro. So here is all my new liquid fertilizer products. Super stoked to have these out. Thank you guys so much for the support and everyone who bought pre-orders. Honestly, really helped me get the business up and running again and able to do this. It's been a hard 6 weeks, busy, but I've loved it. Really good to get these done and dusted. Super happy with the formulations. I'm excited for you guys to get these in your hands, but let's introduce the products. So first up, we've got our pure iron. So all my liquids are under the pure branding, which the reason I called it that is because I say pure all the time in my videos, especially old ones. I used to say it all the time. So that's the reason for the pure branding. And I tried to simplify the products and the naming so you guys really understand what they are. So first up, we've got pure iron. So this is 7% iron and 1% manganese in there. So that's our 1 litre size packet. How good does that look? Here's our wetting agent. So a pure wetter application rate for that is 200 to 400 mil per 100 square meters. I stick normally at half rate and just apply more regularly. Next, we've got probably my favorite of all of these, and I've worked the most on this, is the Pure Balance. So the 1515. So we've got some humics, fulvics, a little bit of kelp in there, not too much because we've got a straight kelp product over here. But it's got a 1515, so a nice kick of nitrogen in there too, with some potassium. and some phosphorus too. So a bit of everything, which is why I've called it Pure Balance. Also got some beneficial fungi in here to help with our soil and microbes. So a bit of everything. I'd say this is probably the all-rounder. And lastly is our liquid kelp. So this is going to help stimulate root growth. So we've also got some fulvics in here too, and some humics just to really help with the roots themselves. But it's good stuff because it's got some stank to it. But super excited to get this range to you guys, like seriously, something I've dreamed of doing for years. Lastly, we've got my pigment, so Pure Color. So you guys have heard me talking about pigment for the last 2 years. I think it's a great thing to use through the winter time. I'm going to apply some here today just to help protect your lawn from the frost. But it's also great for spring and summer to help protect it from the heat a little bit because it puts a bit of a coating on the leaf. A lot of golf courses use it year round. A lot of stadiums do too. A lot of people in the past have said it's like cheating, mate. Golf courses using it, stadiums, and it helps protect your plant. So why not use it? So that's our Pure Color pigment just there. Now these come in 1 litre sizes. The pigment at the moment is only 100 ml. We may change it to some bigger sizes if you guys are after it. We'll look at that in the future. And then we've got our 4 litre pack sizes. So all the same products in there, iron, balance, pure seaweed, and the pure wetter too. And we've also got 10 litre sizes too on the website, which just helps with that. So we've got a 1, a 4, and a 10 litre too. Decide not to go with the 20 litres just because as soon as you start going that higher boundary, like you start getting really big freight costs. And honestly, over the last couple of years, I haven't sold a ton of 20 litres. And if you want 20 litres, you can grab 2 of the 10s and the freight's going to still be a little bit cheaper. So that's the reason we've gone for that sizing, just to make it simple and easy to purchase them too. Mate, I'm really stoked. But let's mix up. We're going to go all the liquids today, minus the wetting agent. So the seaweed, the balance, the iron, and we're also going to put out some Pure Color too. So as you guys know, I like using products at slightly lower rates, but more regularly. So the application rates on these products are all 200 ml per 100 square meters to 400 ml. So if you want to go top rate, it's safe to use them at 400 ml if you want to get a nice kick out of them. Personally today, 200 ml, I'm going to do every 3 weeks. If I was doing it once every 5 to 6 weeks, I would then bump up to that higher rate. But I like to do it more regularly. Just so I feel like you do just get more bang for your buck. So for this green, 200 ml per 100 square meters, so I use a litre on this whole green of each of these products. Now when it comes to the Pure Color, the application rates on that are a little bit lower, so we're looking at 12 to 20 ml per 100 square meters. Now if you've got a dormant lawn, completely brown, you can actually crank it up to 50 ml. But if you've got a lawn that looks like this, and it's still got colour in it, you stick to those lower application rates. So the summertime, you'd stick around that 12 ml per 100 square meters, and then in the winter time, you'd bump it up to that 24 ml. But you can adjust to whatever suits you in your situation and how much colour you want to get out of this pigment itself. But lower rates are fine. Even if you do your initial application and a month later, you crank it down to a lower application rate. Now, a Pure Balance, 1515, this is going to be our all-round nutrients, pure iron, and pure seaweed. So all of these products here, they are compatible with each other. Just make sure you once you've mixed them in, you put them out within the next hour of mixing, because the iron, as all iron product tends to do most of the time, can react a little bit if left in the tank for too long. Now I have done a jar test with these, and I've mixed all of these products up together, including the pigment, mixed them up and left them for over 24 hours, and they were fine. We didn't get any problems with it, like getting thick or anything. There was a little bit of grittiness, like a little bit of powderiness down the bottom, but as soon as I agitated it, it was fine. So these are all fine to mix together, but just be aware, as with anything, try and spray it out within the next half an hour to hour after mixing them up, because sometimes things can just react if the temperatures change. And the last thing I will say is, you apply these products out, you can leave them on the leaf, you do not have to water them in, but since we've got the humics in there and the kelp, I really recommend watering them in about, I'd say 4 to 6 hours afterwards. You can wait 24 hours too if you like. Generally I'll say to people, spray it the day before, like or the afternoon, and then the next morning water your lawn, and you're going to be pretty sweet. So try and time it up around an irrigation cycle, but you don't need to water it in straight away afterwards. We've had a bit of a kick of colour in there already, which is awesome. Now you find with pigment, you will see that it does take like 2 to 3 days to really see the effect of the colour for once it binds to the leaf. It really starts to have a pop a couple of days afterwards, and this should last up to 3, maybe 4 weeks, because the grass isn't growing so much in the warmer months, sorry. You will find it will not last as long because you mow it off, but it does actually bind to the leaf itself and last there a lot longer than you think it would. But mate, good to get some liquids out. I went over it 3 times in the end because I forgot how fast I normally walk over it, because I'm used to using that walk behind sprayer. But bro, so good. I'm so excited, man. Excited for you guys to try these products out. I'm so excited to have my own branding on them and my own formulations, and onwards and upwards. Well, next week we're going to do a winter tips video, so I want you guys just to flick down the comments below what you'd like to know about your lawn during the winter time, what you need to do. So I'm going to do a full-on video with frequently asked questions and talk about some things I've learned over the years looking after, or working on the golf course, working on a bowling green, and also looking after my own lawn and this golf green here. So flick your questions down below. Really want to hear what you guys think and what you guys want to know about. But thanks guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate you. Everything you saw in today's video, you can grab my website. That's my own stuff now, which is pretty dang cool. Anyway, thanks guys so much, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next vid. Bye.